Another leak came out this week. I see you have an article about the Samsung S10 that it's going to have an O-shaped camera cutout.
Yeah, I was a little bit disappointed about that because last week we talked about this UPS, which stands for under panel sensors, and it
Yes.
it really looked like the camera was going to work through the screen, which to me sounded like magical technology. Kind of takes us back to the original iPhone unveiling and Steve Jobs, this is a magical device, right? And it seemed magical. It was the internet in our pockets. And so this UPS technology sounded like magical. Unfortunately, at least this generation, they're calling it the Infinity O display. So
What is
Sam,
that? Yeah, what does that mean? Is that a notch?
yes, it's a notch. So it means they actually have a little tiny cutout that's just big enough for the camera piece itself. And that camera will be a little tiny notch. So it's still a notch as far as I'm concerned. Now it's
Right.
as minimalistic as it can be. We saw the teardrop notch in the OnePlus 6T, and I thought it looked pretty cool for a notch, even though I'm not a notch fan. And this gets even smaller. But I'm hoping, just fingers crossed, that the Note 10 that will come out in the fall of 2019 might just have this magical UPS under panel sensors that everybody's talking about.
Well, that's what I'd really like. And when you talked a little bit last week about the OnePlus 6T having the fingerprint reader under the screen, I mean that
Yes.
was so cool. That's so much better than having it on the back of the phone. And so it looks like maybe we'll have these third-party Android people doing it first. Maybe Samsung's not going to be the first to do it.
Well, the under fingerprint or under screen fingerprint scanner is already here in the OnePlus 6T.
Right.
Xiaomi's released a few, and so have some other smaller companies. But you
Notchless
know,
though.
not
That's what I'm
notchless.
talking about.
Yeah, not notchless. And I don't think we're going to see a full screen phone until maybe end of 2019 and maybe even into 2020. But we're getting closer.